This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Monday, the 25th day of February in the year 2019. Here's what we're tracking tonight. The government of Guyana is pressing the Rusal Bauxite Company to reinstate the 61 dismissed workers by this week. Today, Minister of Natural Resources Raphael Trotman said the administration is hoping that the situation could be addressed and the workers reinstated by this Wednesday.
But I would expect for us to get back into production and normalcy, that certainly by Wednesday the latest, Rusal ought to be able to give not just the government but more importantly the workers some positive news. We stood with the company during its travails with the sanctions. We expect that the company will stand with us now with minds in Guyana and respects both the laws and the workers.
Rusal company officials have said that they intend to inform the government of the company's position once they would have had discussions with their principals back in Russia. Minister Trotman said he is hoping for the best, as it would be in the best interest of the company and its relations locally.
I don't think that we can say that there shall never be industrial unrest. It's the nature of relations between employer and employee. I think ultimately the better systems need to be put in place for managing those relations. On the one hand, I think the company needs to understand that we do have laws. On the other, I think the workers need to follow a collective bargaining agreement. So the answer lies in getting a firm collective bargaining agreement between the company and the workers.
Last Friday, Minister of Social Protection Amna Ali traveled to the Araima community where she met with the bauxite workers. She said the government has made its position clear that the workers must be reinstated and that the company also needs to respect local labor laws and also recognize the union of choice of the workers.
The 61 dismissed workers must be reinstated soonest. They must be reinstated. The second thing we asked for was this question about the trade union. Because every day something seemed to be coming up about the trade union and recognition. And as far as I'm concerned, it is more personalities than anything else. However, we have made it very clear to them that there was a legitimate poll taken and the union must be duly recognized. I don't care whether they don't like any of the personalities in the union. That is their problem.
The day before that meeting, Minister Ali and the government team met with officials of the bauxite company. Today, the minister said she is still to hear back from the company. The 61 workers were dismissed last Monday by the company over their decision to strike over a 1% increase in their salaries. Company officials maintained that the strike was unjustified and badly affected the company's operations. More news coming up in just a moment.
Here now, I want to switch over to GTT right now, no. Because all this time and money I waste on a calls alone can just send up my blood pressure.
You've come to the right place.
Really?
Once you're switched over with our network, you can activate our Fab 5 plan. With our Fab 5 plan, you can enjoy free unlimited calls with 4 family and friends.
You got to be kidding me.
You will also get 5 gigabytes of data with 250 text messages.
You got to be kidding me.
And your chosen 4 can also call you for free.
You got to be kidding me.
Activate the GTT Fab 5 plan today. For only $5,005, you get free unlimited calls to 4 of your closest family and friends, 5 gigs of data plus 250 text messages, and your Fab 5 friends can call you for free. GTT Fab 5.
As a luxury mechanic, I'm often asked, what gas should I use in my expensive vehicle? In other countries, you have regular and mid-grade gasoline known as 87, 89, and premium gasoline known as octane 93 to 95. For affordable, high-quality fuel, performance, and high mileage, visit Guy Oil today. Choose Guy Oil Super 95. Guy Oil, we are everywhere.
Welcome back. The Demerara Tobacco Company has announced that it has started to publish graphic warnings about cigarette smoking on its packaging and labels. The move forms part of new legislation and regulations that were put into place just over a year ago. In a statement today, the company explained that pursuant to Section 2 of the Tobacco Control Regulations, the new packaging and labeling requirements for tobacco products and electronic delivery systems come into force 9 months from the date of entry of the said Tobacco Control Regulations. With that 9-month window expiring, the graphic health warnings are being added to be displayed on cigarette packages imported by the company. The company indicated that the move could affect the market and business operations of the company. In addition to the graphic warnings, the packages are now required to include a declaration related to constituents and emissions information, specifically stating that smoke from the product contains extremely addictive nicotine and toxic substances such as tar and carbon monoxide, and that no safe level of consumption exists for the product. Well, while most Guyanese were enjoying the Mashramani celebrations on Saturday, members of the Joint Services launched a coordinated search operation at all the jailhouses in the country. In a statement, the police said a number of prohibited items were found during the searches. Among the prohibited items discovered were cellular phones and chargers, cigarette lighters, marijuana, broken mirrors, improvised weapons, razor blades, and pepper sauce. 200 Joint Services ranks were part of the operation, and the Guyana Police Force has since reported that there were no incidents during the searches. Over the past year, the Joint Services have been conducting regular searches at the prisons, and in all of those cases, prohibited items were always found. In the courts right now, 36-year-old Mario Haywood of East Ranville Housing Scheme, Georgetown, was today charged with the rape of a 9-year-old girl. It is alleged that the incident occurred between the 1st of October and the 20th of November 2018. The child was reportedly left in the man's care when it is alleged he engaged in sexual activities with her. At the court today, the accused offered no comment as he was taken in and out of the courtroom. He was granted bail in the sum of $250,000 and will have to return to court next week for the continuation of the case. The case is a sexual offences matter involving a minor, and therefore details of the incident cannot be published or reported. While the National Mashramani celebrations wrapped up over the weekend with the Mashramani Road Parade, several government ministries and organizations joined some private sector companies for the costume and float parade through the streets of Georgetown. The Culture Department has been hailed for pulling off a series of events for Mashramani that were enjoyed across the country.
I'm feeling the vibe already. I ain't care with nobody. My costume done paid already, and I ain't focused on nobody. Look temptations to the left, look temptations to the right. Oh Lord, please help me content myself, 'cause I might just summon somebody. I come to bed alone. My girlfriend, she's at home. Oh Lord, tonight I felt in alone. I get in the zone. Yeah, I'm taking a drink and I'm whining.
The Culture Department and the Mashramani Secretariat are set to begin their preparations early for next year's Mashramani festivities. The next event on the National Mashramani calendar will be the awards and official closing ceremony next week. The mining town of Linden and Region 10, where Mashramani started, have indicated to the Mashramani committee that they would like the Mashramani float parade and festivities to return home for next year's 50th anniversary. No decision on that has been made just yet. Across the Region is coming up next.
Hello, baby. Yeah.
Knocked away from Young Huang.
Yo, why you gotta get away from shit credit, buddy? I recommend that you for blah blah. Let me watch the game, but it's not you that buy back the credit when it's done. Buy back. Like a shit money for five. Fab 5?
Activate the GTT Fab 5 plan today. For only $5,005, you get free unlimited calls to 4 of your closest family and friends, 5 gigs of data plus 250 text messages, and your Fab 5 friends can call you for free. GTT Fab 5.
Wait. So who we putting as we Fab 5? Yours.
Get ready to ride it, ready to ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride the wave. Open up the new vibe, drink up the boldness inside. Radical and fresh and wild, catch the wave now. Ride bold, ride fresh, ride strong, come on, ride the wave. Taste the action, satisfaction, perfection. Wave, 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 wave,
Ride the new wave of excitement sweeping Guyana. Wave Pale Ale, a premium, full-bodied, strong and refreshing alcoholic brew, crafted to perfection for a bold, young, radical you. Don't settle for anything less. Catch a Wave Pale Ale and ride it today.
Wave Pale Ale.
Crafted to perfection.
Nobody on the post there. Taking too costly. Yes, it is. But I'm not saying just get a header. Oh, no, that's some save, isn't it?
Let's Bet Sports. Take your game to a whole new level. You decide. Your game, your bet type, your bet amount. Guyana Lottery Companies, Let's Bet Sports. Be part of the game.
Across the region right now, Caribbean countries have been warned that the weather pattern in the next 3 months may be drier than usual in some countries, and that will result in an increase in wildfires. The Barbados-based Caribbean Climate Outlook, in its latest report released today, said the weak El Niño conditions forecast to persist, chances of drought and the recurrent dry spells in the second half of the dry season are increased, and heat waves will start occurring across the Caribbean in May. The report also said that the potential late start to the wet season, particularly in Belize and the southernmost islands, and the dry spells associated to it may produce warmer temperatures than usual in a lingering dry season. It said the forecast indicates slightly fewer wet days throughout the ABC Islands, Belize, the Guyanas, and Lesser Antilles. In Barbados, the Democratic Labour Party has called on Prime Minister Mia Mottley to stop the blame game and buckle down to the task of administering the affairs of the country. The call has come in wake of what the DLP said was the Prime Minister's attribution of the rise in crime to what she terms the DLP's failure to invest financially in the youth. In a statement, the Barbados Opposition Party said after 9 months in office, it is time for the Mia Mottley administration to get on with the job they were elected to do, instead of apportioning blame to the former government whenever solutions evade them. According to the DLP, police statistics show that the crime in Barbados was on a downward trend for the years 2017 and 2018. The DLP was voted out of office in May of 2018. And finally, at this time, international news. Venezuelan soldiers who defected into Colombia on Saturday say they fear for the safety of their families under President Nicolas Maduro's government. More than 100 soldiers are said to have defected, most during deadly clashes over aid deliveries on Saturday. Tensions were high after President Nicolas Maduro sent troops to block roads and bridges at the borders of neighboring Brazil and Colombia, where food and medicine deliveries organized by the U.S. were set to enter the country. And that's your evening news bulletin for tonight. Gordon Mosley reporting.